prisoners. So he's from the Bay Area, originally from San Francisco. He was involved in various different groups, from the cultural groups. He was involved in Black student unions, and was, according to him, became more radicalized, more militant after the assassination of MLK, like many people of his generation. He came back from San Jose, joined the Black Panther Party in San Francisco, where he grew up. And then in 1971, he was caught up in a shootout with San Francisco police. Him and Albert and Washington passed away in prison, rest in power. He was captured, and he's also charged with the assassination of New York police, which he's serving a life sentence for. The reason we're fighting for Jalil is because he's fighting for the freedom of a lot of people. He's been in since he was 19. And he's been between New York and California, between different prisons. The last time he was in California was for the SFA, if y'all heard the San Francisco 8 trial. He was able to get the charges dismissed on that, but he's back in New York and he's still fighting for an appeal. So he's appealed his case many times, 2002, 2004, 2006. He was recently denied back in June, and we're preparing for his next appeal. Things are looking a little bit better because there's been I just heard a lot more than I expected. Like you said, either 11 or 18, I'm not sure the number of Panther prisoners who've been released this year. Among them, Sekou Odinga, Marshall Eddie Conway, and some other folks whose names I don't know. That's some of the things that we're doing. Also, wanted to mention the internship. We're doing like a youth internship and education component to try to rile up the youth. That's one of the big things that Jalil is big on, and that's kind of the role I hope to play as well. I'm only 21, so I don't really have all the experiences with a lot of elders, but I hope to gain some of that knowledge and wisdom and put it forth, especially for my generation, because we really need to be out there. With all the stuff happening right now, we definitely have that energy. People are starting to mobilize, so it's all about educating and organizing people. So we can have a more united and organized front. So let me just read a little bit, mention some of the topics of the internship curriculum. I think it's really important to beginning that awakening of the youth and organizing the youth. So there's different topics that we covered. One of them is true American history. Of course, if anyone's been in public school in America, that we're not taught true history. We're not taught our own histories. We're not taught the histories of this empire. So that's a really good place to start. Let people know what's really up with America. Talk about capitalism and imperialism and how that runs America and the places America influences. Of course, slavery, both pre-20th century, like what people consider like plantation chattel slavery, also post-war slavery, like we have the prison industrial complex, which is what we're facing right now. Over 2 million people in prison in there, and more black males in prison right now than were enslaved back in 1850. So of course that's a really big problem right now, and it's something that we need to move to more, let more people know about, so we can organize about that. Real quick, some of the other things, also the Constitution, get to know the laws of this land. The Black Panther Party, of course, Jalil was a member of that. Really important to learn the history of that and some of the things that they stood for, as well as some of the legacies of that. Which is, I believe that we're organizing in that legacy, the Bay Area, the Black Panther Party. So we need to know what came before us, as well as the prison industrial complex. This is the system that we're in right now, the system that Jalil is imprisoned in right now, as well as so many other political prisoners. Really. Learning about it as like an extension of slavery, learning about it as a real industry where people are being bought and sold and being enslaved for profit. It's really not that different from how it was on the plantation. We really need to bring attention to that. The abolition of slavery never really fully happened, so that's something we really need to push forward, especially with this with our new generation. People are not necessarily seeing those historical connections. I personally think talking to elders and knowing the histories of their experiences is really important in helping me understand like what I'm facing around me right now. So that's some of the things that's going on. Also, Jalil's about to be working on a CD. Dominic, Maisha, as well as Jalil's younger brother Dave, is going to be putting together a CD of Jalil's political writings. That's going to be like the first one. That first CD ever. He also has a lot of writings out, but this will be really cool. Hopefully another way to help spread his ideas too. So we're really looking for people to help get involved, help spread the word, and also contributions, of course, of money or any other things. So yeah, we had a table out there up front. If y'all want to come by and check out if you haven't already, maybe flip through the book or buy a copy. Also read some of the statements put out by the Orco Movement, which is was a co-founder of, and some of the other statements on the table. Yeah, all proud of the people.
Okay.